Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, I'd like to introduce myself. I'm Marita Kamanifi. My student ID is 18104265517 and I'm from class F. I take accounting English from Mr. Adi Mursalin. And in this opportunity, I'd like to answer the question given by my lecturer, Mr. Adi Mursalin. The question consists in three parts, namely Part A, which is related to the accounting theory and its practice, Part B, which is related to the videos of accounting, and Part C, which is related to accounting cycle. Well, I start to answer the question in Part A. Number 1. What is accounting? Write the definitions of accounting to 5 experts. And my answer, accounting is the recording of financial transactions along with storing, sorting, rectifying, summarizing, and representing the results in various reports and analyses. Accounting is also a field of study and profession dedicated to carrying out those tasks. According to the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants, accounting is the art of recording, classifying, and summarizing in a significant manner and in terms of money, transactions, and events which are in part at least of financial character, and it's interpreting the result theory. According to Merriam-Webster, accounting is the system of recording and summarizing business and financial transactions and analyzing, verifying, and reporting the results. According to American Accounting Association, accounting refers to the process of identifying, measuring, and communicating economic information to permit informed judgments and decisions by users of the information. According to Wei, Kent, Kiso, and Kimmel, accounting is an information system that identifies, records, and communicates the economic events of an organization to interested users. According to A. W. Johnson, accounting may be defined as the collection, compilation, and systematic recording of business transactions in terms of money, the preparation of financial reports, and the analysis and interpretation of these reports, and the use of these reports for the information and guidance of management. Question number 2. What is accounting cycle, and explain its details in cycles or the stage of accounting cycle? My answer, the accounting cycle is the holistic process of recording and processing all financial transactions of a company from when a transaction occurs to its representation on the financial statements to closing the accounts. One of the main duties of a bookkeeper is to keep track of the full accounting cycle from start to finish. The cycle repeats itself every fiscal year as long as the company remains in business. The accounting cycle incorporates all the accounts, journal entries, see account, debt, and credit, adjusting entries over a full cycle. Step in the accounting cycle. First, about the transaction. Financial transactions start the process. If there are no financial transactions, there would be nothing to keep track of. Transaction may include a debt paid-off, any purchases or acquisition of assets, sales revenue, or any expenses incurred. And then journal entries. With this transaction step in place, the next step to record these entries in the company's journal in chronological order, indebting one or more accounts and crediting one or more accounts. The debt and credit must always balance. And then we continue to posting to the general ledger. The journal entries are then posted to the general ledger, where are a summary of all transactions to individual accounts can be seen. And then we continue to the trial balance. At the end of the accounting period, a total balance is calculated for the account. And then we continue to worksheet, where the debt and credits on the trial balance don't match. The bookkeeper must look for errors and make corrective adjustments that are tracked on a worksheet. We continue to adjusting entries. At the end of the company's accounting period, adjusting entries must be posted to account to accrual and deferrals. And then we continue to financial statement. The balance sheet, income statement, and cash flow statement can be prepared using the correct balances. And after that, we continue to closing. The revenue and expense accounts are closed and zeroed out on the next accounting cycle. This is because revenue and expense accounts are income statement accounts which show performance for a specific period. Balance sheet accounts are not closed because they show the company's financial position at a certain point in time. Question number 3. Mention the accounting equation and explain the components of accounting equation. And my answer, the accounting equation is a representation of how these three important components are associated with each other. The accounting equation is also called the basic accounting equation or the balance sheet equation. And the formula for the accounting equation is assets equal liabilities plus owner's equity. Asset. Asset includes cash and cash equivalents or liquid assets, which may include treasury bills and certificate of deposit. Accounts receivable are the amount of money owed by the company by its customer for the sale of its product and service. Inventory is also considered an asset. Liabilities. Liabilities are what a company typically owed or needs to pay to keep the company running. Debt, including long-term debt, are liabilities as well as rent, tax, utilities, salaries, and wages, as well as dividend payable. And then owner's equity. Owner's equity is a company's total asset minus its total liabilities. Shareholders' equity represents the amount of money that would be returned to shareholders if all the assets were liquidated and all of the company's debt was paid off. Question number 4. What is account and why are the use of accounts in accounting equation? My answer. An account is a record in a general ledger that is used to sort and store transactions. For example, companies will have a cash account which to record every transaction that increases or decreases the company's cash. Another account, sale, will collect all of the amounts from the sale of merchandise. Most accounting systems require that every transaction will affect two or more accounts. For example, a cash sale will increase the cash account and will increase the sale account. That's why we use account in accounting equation. Question number 5. What is the purpose of accounting? My answer: the purpose of accounting is to accumulate and report on financial information about the performance, financial position, and cash flows of a business. The information is then used to reach decisions about how to manage the business or invest in it and lend money to it. This information is accumulated in accounting records with accounting transactions, which are recorded either through such standardized business transactions as customer invoicing or suppliers invoices, or through more specialist transactions known as journal entries. Question number 6. What are assets, liabilities, and owner's equity? My answer: assets are cash, properties, and things of value owned by the business. Liabilities are amounts of business owed to the creditors. Owner's equity is the owner investment or net worth. Question number 7. What is business transaction? My answer: a business transaction is an activity or event that can be measured in terms of money and which affects the financial position or operations of the business entity. A business transaction has an effect on any of the accounting elements, that is, assets, liability, capital, income, and expense. Question number 8. What are revenue, expense, and withdrawals? And my answer: revenue is record business income. Revenue earned from selling goods or service increases owner's equity. Expense is expenses decrease the owner's capital. Advertising ex, ex, advertise, advertising expenses. Example. And withdrawal is the amount of money or assets the owner takes out of the business. Question number 9. Explain the step of analyzing the business transactions. My answer: first, identify the accounts affected. Second, classify the account affected. Third, determine the amount of increase or decrease for each account affected. Fourth, make sure the account equation remains in balance. And then question number 10. Mention 6 business transactions happening in a company and their business transaction analysis. My answer: in business transaction, there are 6 basic elements of accounting. The 6 basic elements of accounting are assets, liabilities, capital, expenses, revenue, and withdrawal. Analysis of business transaction means observing the change in final position of the business because of business transaction. Different business transactions make change in financial position of a company concerned. Example, transaction 1. Mr. R invests $200,000 to commence his business. So the analysis to change have taken place because of this transaction, that is asset and capital. Cash is decreased in a business by $200,000 and capital or owner equity is increases by $200,000. And then the transaction 2. Mr. R borrows 100,000 rupees from Mr. S. The analysis. There are two chains that are assets and liability. The asset increase $100,000 and liability increase in creditor by 100,000 dollars. Transaction 3. Mr. R purchases goods from Mr. F for $50,000 and paid cash $30,000. So the analysis, there are three accounting change that are expense, asset, and liability. Increase in purchases by 50,000 in expense, decrease in cash balance by $30,000 in asset, and increase in creditor by Mr. A to $20,000 in a liability. So in this transaction, goods worth $50,000 have been purchased and amount paid in cash to Mr. A is $30,000, which means the balance amount of $20,000 in payroll to him. So it's a liability of the business. Transaction 4. He sells goods for cash $18,000. So the analysis. There are two chains of accounts that are assets and revenue. Increase in cash by $18,000 in asset and decrease in goods or increase in sales by $18,000. Transaction 5. He decides to withdraw $500 from the business bank account. So the analysis. There are two accounting change, asset and withdrawal. Decrease in cash by $500 in asset and increase in capital or the increase in withdrawal by $500. Transaction number 6. He purchases furniture worth $40,000 for cash. So the analysis. The two change are asset and furniture. Furniture increase $40,000 and asset decrease $40,000. Question number 11. Cecil Jameson, attorney at law, is a proprietorship owned and operated by Cecil Jameson. On July 1, 2007, Cecil Jameson, attorney at law, has the following assets and liabilities: cash $1,000, account receivable $3,200, supplies $850, land $10,000, account receivable $1,530, and office space and office equipment are currently being rent pending the construction of an office complex on land purchases last year. So this transaction followed six accounting effects that are cash, and then account receivable, and then supplies, and then land, account payable, and capital. cash, increase $1,000. For account receivable, increase $3,200. Annual supplies, increase $850. And then land, $10,000. And account payable, increase $1,530. And then capital, increase $13,520. The business transaction during July are summarized as follows. A. Receive cash from clients for service $3,928. So it will affect to accounts that are cash and revenue. Cash increased $3,928, and also the revenue increased $3,928. It will balance at $18,978. Point B. Paid creditors on account $1,055. So it will affect two accounts that are cash and account payable. On cash, decrease $1,055, and in account payable, decrease $1,055. So it will balance at $17,923. Point C. Receive cash from Cecil Jameson as an additional investment $3,700. So it will affect two accounts that are cash and capital. In cash, it increased $3,700, and for capital, increased $3,700. It will balance at $21,923. Point D. Paid office rent for the month $1,200. So it will affect two accounts that are cash and capital. For cash, it decreased $1,200, and for capital also decreased $1,200. It will balance at $20,423. Point E. Charged clients for legal service on account $2,025. So it will affect two accounts that are account receivable and revenue. Account receivable increased $2,025, and account revenue also increased $2,025. So it will balance at $22,448. Point F. Purchases office supplies on account $245. So it will affect two account that is account receivable. No, it is supplies and account payable. And supplies increased to $145 and for account payable also increased to $1,045. So it will balance at $22,693. Point G. Receive cash from clients on account 3,000. So it will affect two accounts that are account receivable and revenue. Account receivable increased $3,000 and account revenue also increased $3,000. So it will balance at $25,693. Point H. Receive invoice for paralegal service from legal aid for July $1,935. So it will affect two accounts that are account payable and capital. Account payable increased $1,635 and for capital decreased $1,635. So it will balance at $25,693. Point 9. Pay the following: wages expense $850, answering service expense $250, utilities expense $325, and miscellaneous expense $75. So it will affect two accounts that are cash and capital. Forecast decreased $1,500 because this is amount of wage expense, answering service expense, utility expense, and miscellaneous expense. And then increase in capital $1,500. So it will balance at $24,193. Here we continue to G. Point G. Determine need and the cost of office supplies on hand was $980. Therefore, the cost of supplies used during the amount was $115. So it will affect two accounts that are supplies and capital. Supplies decreased $115, and for capital also decreased $115. So it will balance at $24,078. And the last point K. Jameson withdrew $1,000 in cash from the business for personal use. This is a fact to accounts that are cash and capital. Forecast increase, forecast decrease $1,000 and for capital decrease $1,000. So it will balance at 23,078 dollars. After I analyze the transactions and made the financial equation, I will make the financial statement. There are income statement, statement of owner's equity, and balance sheet. For income statement, include revenue, expenses, and profit. For revenue, that is $8,953. For expenses, minus $2,700. So the profit is $6,253. For all statement of owner's equity, include the beginning net worth, after that net income, and then withdrawals, and Cecil Jameson Julie's the capital of Cecil Jameson on July 31. For the beginning net worth, that is $13,520, and for net income minus $6,253. So the total the total is $19,773, and then we withdrawals minus 1,000. So the capital of Cecil Jameson is $18,773. For balance sheet include assets and liability and owner's equity. For assets, it include cash, accounts payable, supplies, and land. For liability, it's only for account payable, and for owner's equity, it's the capital of Cecil Jameson. For cash, the value is $3,873. For accounts payable, $8,225. For supplies, $980. For land, $10,000. For account payable, the value is $2,355, and for the capital of Cecil Jameson is $20,723. So it will balance at $23,078. I will continue to part B. In this part, the questions are related to the accounting video. I must answer the question based on the following instruction. A. What is the title of the video? B. Who is the speaker in the video I watch? C. What does the video tell me? D. Explain the contents and details of the video I watch. E. What are the benefits for me watching this video? And so, for video 1, the title of this video is Principle of Accounting. The speaker is Mark Christopherson. The video tells me about accounting, and then the video in details are activities on accounting are identification, recording, and communication. The users of accounting include internal user and external user. Internal users are management, human resource, finance, and marketing. For internal users are IRS, investors, labor union, creditor, and customers. The building blocks of accounting start with various users who need financial information. Financial information include balance sheet, income statement, statement of owner's equity, statement of cash flow, and note disclosure. All of them guided by a generally accepted accounting principle. The assumptions of accounting are monetary union assumption, economic entity assumption, and forms of business ownership. The benefit is we know the activity of accounting, the user of accounting, whether it's internal user or external user, the building blocks of accounting and the assumption of accounting. And so I continue to video 2, the second video. The title of the second video. And then I continue to the second video. The title of the second video is a review of accounting equation and how transaction affect the equation. The speaker is Mrs. D. Priest SHS. And so the video tells us about the accounting equation. And then the contents and details are because it's told about accounting equation. So the accounting equation formula is assets equal liabilities plus owner's equity. For example, asset. If for example asset increase $10,000 and on John do capital increase $10,000. And so for example we bought something, we bought the supplies for $500, so it means that asset increase in asset supplies increase $500 and cash account decrease $500. And, for example, the prepared assurance increase $500. So the equation is prepaid assurance increase $500 and cash account decrease $500. So it will balance at $10,000. In this video, we know about what are contained in asset, liability, and owner's equity, and how to analyze transactions and make sure there are balance in equation. I continue to the third video. The third video. The title of the third video is How to do a balance sheet. The speaker is supervised CPA. The video tells us about the details of balance sheet. The contents and details are divided. The contents and details told us that balance sheet divided by two sides that are left side and right side. On left side, there are current assets, include cash, accounts payable, inventory, and prepaid insurance. And then investment and property, plants, equipment, that is include land, buildings, equipment, and ocean depreciations. And then intangible assets include goodwill and patents. On the right side, there are current liabilities include account payable, wage payable, interest payable, and tax payable. And then long-term liabilities include notes payable and bond payable. And then stockholders' equity include common stock and retained earnings. In this video, we know that what are contained in balance sheet. We continue to the fourth video. The title is Financial Accounting Income Statement. The speaker is Matt Fisher, and the video tells us about revenue minus expense equal net income. The contained details are the details of income statement that are sales, cost of goods sold, gross profit, operating expense, intern expense, other income, tax, and net income. Sales minus cost of goods sales is gross profit. Gross profit minus operating expenses is intern expenses. Intern expenses plus other income plus tax, that is net income. So, by this video, we know how to make income statements. And so, we continue to the fifth video. The title is Introducing to Accounting 1. The speaker is Kimberly Dunn. The video tells us about accounting is a language of business. The contained details are language is the business would have something to communicate. Accounting exists to help people make decisions. There are three types of accounting that are tax accounting, managerial accounting, and financial accounting. Tax is a small part of accounting. Tax accounting helps determine how much is owed to the government for tax. Managerial accounting designed to help the people inside the business make decisions. And financial accounting designed to help the people outside the business make decisions. From the video, we learn that in accounting, pulling this together. 1. Language of business. Include people and process, capture, summarize, and report information about the business, help people make decisions, and the last. Include the major area, tax, accounting, managerial, accounting, and financial accounting. And so I will continue to the part C. In this part, my duty is to read the article and answer the question that follows. And I must video record my reading and answer it. And the title of the article is What are the benefits of studying accounting? Accounting is a great course to study for a number of reasons. Accounting provides you with skills and knowledge that can be applied to a number of industries. In fact, so long as there are businesses in the world, accountants will always be needed. A qualification in accounting is the best way to kickstart your career. However, before you decide to start studying, it's worth nothing the key benefits a career in accounting can give you. What do accountants do? There are many qualifications and jobs that deal with money. So, how exactly does accounting differ from other types of finance-related roles? Perhaps the easiest way to describe it is that accounting involves dealing with real revenues, actually transactions, and observable finance. Accountant, accountants deal in the reality. They don't or shouldn't speculate. Accountants know the result. Accountants know the rules and follow them, and are good at keeping track of figures. They might make assessments based on information in front of them, and they deal less with unknown than, say, a finance-related position. The primary role of accountant is to prepare and examine financial records. Accountants ensure the accuracy of a person's or business financial records and that bills and tax are paid properly on a time. A job as an accountant may also involve the following: organize financial records, review statement for currency, make certain that records and statements comply with the law, compute tax owed, prepare tax return, and ensure prompt payment. And it is inspect account books and accounting system to keep up to date. Suggest ways to reduce overhead and increase revenue and profits. And provide auditing service. Accuracy as a good foundation. Even if you did want to branch out into finance and economics, a background in accountancy lays the variable groundwork for developing broader monetary theories. Accountants can hone their craft through the application of known methodologies. An account An accountancy certification is always valuable. You learn how to focus on money management, financial recording and reporting, and the best process to save cash for a business or sole traders. These skills are desired in every industry. For most accountants, it's never hard to find work. What is studying accounting like? The most common course to study for a career in accounting is a diploma of accounting. When studying accounting, you will acquire knowledge about the laws that govern business, typical business in administration, SIMS, the ethic of accountancy, statistics, and accounting theory. You'll be taught how to prepare the key documents that your job will involve, including business proposal, financial statements, and tax returns. You will also have subjects that overlap with other finance-based courses. You will cover areas such as quantitative analytics and mathematics. Studying accounting means knowing your way around math and inferring results from numbers. Is accounting right for you? While the course guide can tell you a lot about whether you should study something, it's also important to consider your future working life and your ideal career. Do you love routines, problem solving, and construct data? Accounting could be right up your alley. However, if you like a role that is constantly shifting and requires more speculating and risk taking, you may want to try other financial roles. Still not sure? Don't stress. It's normal to not have your future career entirely figured out. There are lots of people whose job is to help talk you through this decision. If you can't quite decide if a diploma of accounting is right for you, you can always talk to a student advisor or the head of department of the education institute you want to study at. That way, you can get some advice from people who have a true understanding of the course and industry. You should also remember that pursuing one course is not necessarily going to cut you off in a career in the other sector. It certainly won't stop you from studying something else in the future if you change your mind. You can't really go wrong with a diploma of accounting. Even if you decide to switch career level, you will have a great foundational understanding of how money is recorded and reported that will only help you in the long term. At the very least, you know how to manage your own financial better. Accounting has good job prospects. If you decide to study a diploma of accounting, you probably won't have to wait long to start working. Jobs in accounting are always in demand, and the skills you learn through studying are transferable and can be applied to many other disciplines. If you're thinking of studying accounting, Rosedale Institute has a great range of certificates and diplomas to choose from. So go ahead and contact us today. And I will answer this question. Number one, why is accounting a great course to study? And my answer is accounting provides you with skills and knowledge that can be applied to a number of industries. Question number two, what do accountants do? My answer, they might make assessments based on information in front of them, but they deal less with the unknown than, say, a finance related position. Question number three. Why is accountancy a good foundation? My answer, a good accountancy certification is always valuable. You learn how to focus on money management, financial recording and reporting, and the best processes to save cash for a business and or sole traders. These are skills are These skills are desired in every industry. Question number four. What must you have when you want to study accounting? My answer, a diploma of accounting. Number 5. Is accounting right or wrong for you? Give the reason to your answer. My answer, yes, accounting is right for me because as a worker, I had a job as an accounting staff in my company, so it's suitable with my majoring. Question number 6. Are you sure that accounting will help you in the future? Give the reasons to your answer. My answer, yes, I'm sure, because I want to be an accountant as my goal in the future, and so I have to learn more about accounting. Accounting helps me to find a great job, and the skills also desired in every industry. Question number 7. Why does accounting have a good prospect of job in the future? And my answer, because you won't have to wait long to start working. Jobs in accounting are also in demand, and the skills you learn through studying are transferable and can be applied to many other disciplines. And so that's all about my assignment. And I hope this video might be useful for you. And for less and more, and about the mistaken of my answer, I do apologize. So thank you for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.